We are on top of Tropical Storm Eta. Our entire area remains under a tropical storm warning.
Our first alert chief meteorologist Steve Weigel has the latest now update and what we are all experiencing and what's still to come. Steve.
Yes, the first alert team has been busy all day watching this one, tracking it as it moves across Cuba and now into the Florida Straits. It's starting to get a little more impressive on the satellite and the radar with big convective bands, heavy downpours starting to fire up over the Bahamas, over the Gulf Stream and working to South Florida. That's going to be the issue tonight for us. I don't think we'll see damaging winds here. We'll likely see some power outages, and flooding is a significant threat, but it will be an interesting night as winds continue to climb. We've already seen gusts of 45 to 55 miles an hour, and we could see stronger gusts working in this evening. Between about 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. I think is a critical time for some of those stronger gusts. And a center of circulation showing up to the south. It's just to the southeast of the lower, or the middle and the upper Keys. And let's see the banding that's starting to really take hold here and move off Andros and Grand Bahama and work into our area, South Florida. There's a closer look, and Steve Villanueva is going to take a close look at that in just a second. So here's the latest forecast track. We get a new one coming in at 10 p.m. but it has the storm moving across the Keys, eventually becoming a hurricane now as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. Not a surprise. This has always been expected to be sort of a hybrid storm in this area, and as it moves into the Gulf, get more tropical characteristics to it, and that's what we're expecting as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. The problem at this point is that this sits over the eastern Gulf of Mexico for a long period of time. I mean, there's Thursday, 1 p.m., and it's just off the coast of Tampa. Why is that an issue for us? Because the big circulation here is going to drop more rich tropical air, and we're going to see the rain bands linger in our area, South Florida, for a few days, and that's just going to add to those rain totals. We've already seen 2 to 4 inches in some spots, especially around Boca, and some spots on the Treasure Coast have seen a couple inches of rain, and we're going to add to those totals, and that's a concern. Now, we have the flood watch in effect until Tuesday, 4 a.m. for the Treasure Coast and 7 p.m. Tuesday for Palm Beach County. We also have a flood advisory for the South County area, and we also have the tropical storm warning. The hurricane watch has been discontinued. That was in effect all the way up to Deerfield Beach and Lighthouse Point. That has been dropped, at least in Broward County, but you can see the tropical storm warning continues, and that is in effect, obviously, expecting tropical storm conditions as we get into tonight and into possibly even tomorrow. Rainfall totals will be critical too. We could see well over 5 inches of rain. Some spots have already seen close to this, and we're going to add to those totals. All right, I want to toss it over to Steve Villanueva, who's looking at the current conditions and the radar in particular, right, Steve?
That is correct, Steve. Yeah, we do have a lot of moisture just offshore. Today, the rain was generally light, but then it really started to pick on up in intensity as we worked our way into the afternoon hours. And notice the yellow. Those are the really heavy rain bands, and those are moving on in right now, seeing that into the Stewart area, into Martin County, likewise into St. Lucie County. And within those individual rain cells, we could see wind gusts easily of 40 to 50 miles an hour as that heavy rain comes on down. That's in addition to the gusty winds that we're seeing from the actual storm system to our south. Now, as we zoom on out, you can see across the Bahamas, that's where we're seeing that very heavy rain on the northern side of the eye. So there is the eye right there, and on the northern side of it, you can see that's where we're starting to see those rain bands really start to develop, and those will continue to feed on in, mainly into Miami-Dade, mainly into Broward, but some on the northern side will work their way into Palm Beach County, and that's where we're expecting the heaviest rain, at least locally. The big bullseye should be down into Miami-Dade, but notice how that stretches up into parts of Palm Beach County, and then the farther north you go into the Treasure Coast, rainfall totals a little lower there, generally 2 to 4. In the meantime, Palm Beach County anywhere from 4 to 6. So we'll time it out for you as we head into the next few hours into Palm Beach County. Winds 30 to 50 miles an hour, gusts over 60. Already today, we've had wind gusts over 50 to 55 miles an hour along the Treasure Coast. Winds 30 to 40 with wind gusts up to 50. Rain squalls anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain. Now, as we head into tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon, the storm system at that point is now into the Gulf. So locally, we're talking winds of 20 to 30 with gusts over 35. That's into Palm Beach County and into the Treasure Coast as we head into tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon. Winds 20 to 30 with gusts over 30 miles an hour. Now, keep in mind that the storm is going to sit in the Gulf all week long, and that means we will be dealing with those breezy winds right on into Friday. Lots of rich tropical moisture sitting on top of us. So each and every day, rain chances will be on the higher side.